So I was at the Varanasi Ramakrishna mission, and I was talking to the president there, and he was talking about love. And he was explaining me a way towards God, which was, he explained to me that you could imagine someone like your mother, and you feel that love that you have for your mother. And so he described that as you have love, and then the object of love, in this case, my mother. And that he told me of a meditative exercise where you use the image of your mother to evoke this love, and then you remove whatever it is that is your object of love, whether it's your mother or a close friend, until you have pure love, and then you can expand this love infinitely until there is pure consciousness, pure being one with God. And this was about a year ago, and I haven't been as successful as I would like to with applying this. And a lot of times I struggle with, as soon as I remove whoever I am evoking love towards, the feeling of love goes away. And so I would love to hear your response to this.
Okay. Varanasi. Yes, I think I know the Swami you're talking about. Yeah, that's a beautiful method, actually. And it connects to a very deep principle in Vedanta. All right, let me see. I can say a few things about it. First of all, a mother. Now that's somebody we always hold dear from our childhood onwards. So for example, the Tibetan Buddhists, they have this exercise where they say, we have been going through samsara for an indefinite period of time, for millennia, for many, many thousands of lifetimes. And we say, all right, that's something that's sort of not normally accepted in the Indian milieu. So now one interesting consequence of that is, we have all come across each other many times in past lives. All right, then the next step, they say, is very interesting, is that then imagine then that these sentient beings whom you are interacting with, in each of them, in some lifetime, was your mother. And imagine the sacrifice that being went through, giving birth to you, nurturing you, just giving her life for you. And that's true not just of your mother, but all beings were actually your mother. Not theoretically, they were actually your mother at some point. Now imagine the kind of feeling you would have to everybody. That sort of unlimited debt and gratitude one would have. Now, that's a way of cultivating that loving kindness towards everybody. So it's very similar to what you said. But what the Swami told you then goes one step deeper, where it's actually that feeling which is important. That feeling of expansion and that unmixed love for the other. Now so one way of, instead of dropping the focus of your love, your mother, and then just holding on to the feeling, what the Tibetan Buddhists do is make everybody your mother. That might be a slightly easier way. Because that person evokes our love. If I drop the person, then the love seems to go away very quickly. Now, instead of dropping the person, can I sort of, like a exercise, meditative, philosophical exercise, see that person as everybody. So that's what they do. One reason why it's not immediately easy, it's a great method, but it's not immediately easy, is the flip side of it. See, there is only this much of psychic energy that we have. If I throw a great deal of it into the world, which most of us do, then there's actually very little left over for love of God or love of everybody in general. We have our energies flowing out in 100 different streams into the world. That's why this dispassion and passion for God, they go together. It's literally the same thing. So passion for the world and passion for God do not go together. So one must pull back from the world in as many ways as we can, be neutral towards the world, and then this accumulated emotion, this heart, it can be directed Godward or towards all sentient beings, which amounts to the same thing actually. Vivekananda said, the only God I know and worship is the sum total of all living souls. All right. Thank you so much.